The following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network.
I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, alongside Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson on the Diesel Forts artwork. Chuck, time now for a look at the 2018-19 Carson-Newman men's basketball schedule. And yet again, you load the thing up. 4 teams that made the Southeast Regional line the docket, plus a matchup with a 20-win Johnson C. Smith team from a year ago. What do you like about the schedule this year?
Well, as you said, I mean, we're glad we get to have those kind of competitive matches, especially those non-conference matches, as a way to sort of test and prepare us for conference play. But you know, we know between the competition externally and then the fact we're very much in sort of a redefining season, I think, based on what we lost from our roster last season. It's going to be a really the toughest challenge we've had in several years, I think.
Yeah, no Charles Clark, the program's third all-time leading scorer and the all-time leading scorer in South Atlantic Conference history, is gone. One of the best rebounders in school history, Sean Jones, is gone. And you start the season much in the same way that you have the past few years with the Classic and same team, Southern Wesleyan and Lander. This time you head to Southern Wesleyan for that, and some nice familiarity to open up the schedule.
Yeah, this is year 4 of a 4-year contract that we had, a conference challenge kind of format, and so this is it. We'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, Southern Wesleyan's got a first-year head coach who's going to be familiar with us, Nick Pascal from Tusculum, and then Lander's been a team that beat us here, I think, in year 1 of the challenge. Mm-hmm. So there's no question we're going down to South Carolina and foreign soil, and it'll be a challenge.
You continue the schedule with some pretty big heavyweights. Lees McRae made the NCAA tournament a year ago, and then you pay a return trip to King. Your team will have to figure some things out pretty early on with the schedule front-loaded with those top-level teams coming here.
Right. Well, of course, Lees and King both were NCAA tournament members last year in the Southeast region with us, so again, we know they're going to be tough. King in particular has one of the best guards in the country, and definitely one of the best in this region. So you go up there to the Bristol area, it's always extra tough. So that week 2, no doubt can make us can get us really happy or really sad one way or the other.
It sets you up for a conference schedule that really opens up with a bang. You head to LMU to play the Rail Splitters and Josh Squirts, and then head over to Wingate to take on the Bulldogs with Brian Good. How do you feel your non-conference schedule positions you for two? Wingate and LMU are 2 of the best in the league.
Yeah, I mean, that draw, LMU and Wingate right out of the gate. That's
and
tough.
both on the road.
And both on the road. That's tough. But you know, let's just see how we're going to respond. I mean, it's early. We got several question marks with our team at that point. But maybe November is a time to try to iron some of those out. And you know, there's no question that month in November could really end up being the toughest November we've had since I've been here. When you think about the histories and the programs we're playing and the location, so challenge after challenge after challenge.
Non-conference schedule, it's a little weird too. Typically is with conference games in November. You hop back out, play Fort Valley State mid-December. You've got UVA Wise, who joins the league next year to open up January, and then a very rare Monday January non-conference matchup with Johnson C. Smith. There's some bye weeks in the middle of the year. How do those contests assist with keeping you guys in rhythm?
Yeah, well, we typically and historically we've tried to stay away from any non-conference games in November, December, and just to lock right into South Atlantic Conference games. But you know, trying to find a workable date with Johnson C was just difficult, and so we utilized a Monday where we had no midweek game. So that's the best we could do with it. But you know, Wise, they're coming into the league. I think the more times we get to play them right now, it's good for them. It's good for us. That just, you know, breeds some more familiarity. And you know, it's the Fort Valley State game. That's sort of weird because a former player here at Carson-Newman was an assistant there. There was a coaching change in the off season, and so we don't really get the benefit of that one. But it's still going to be a good game and a good opportunity for us.
League play, brand new year. A lot of talent is out the door in this conference after last year. Charles Clark, Sean Jones for Carson-Newman, the three-headed monster of Emmanuel Terry, Dorian Pinson, and Trevon Shaw for Lincoln Memorial, and just about everybody for the Queens Royals, save for Louis Diancalu and a couple of their top-flight guards. How do you feel the league shakes out? Granted, preseason, there's still a lot of unknowns, but what's your gut say about South Atlantic Conference play with some pretty heavy hitters out the door?
Right. And you mentioned some of the best there, but Wingate,
yeah,
a lot of loss. Newberry, a lot of loss. I mean, the teams that have sort of seemed to be in that top 5 position for the last few years took major hits. So on paper, you'd like to think, well, there may be a little bit more balance, but the reality is, I still sort of think that LMU and Queens will be sitting right there, and I think that beyond that, I think there's a lot of just uncertainty. And I look at our team, and like you and I've talked, Kevin. I mean, we've lost a lot, and I don't really know at this point exactly. I don't know exactly what we have. I know we have returning, but we've added some pieces to it. I would say 50% of our assumed rotation will, in essence, be first-year guys. So there's just so many unknowns for us to make any predictions. We just got to lock in and try to get better each day, control our controllables, and continue to evolve and improve.
Chuck, pleasure as always. Good luck this year.
Thanks, Cap.
It's Carson-Newman head men's basketball coach Chuck Benson. I'm the voice of the Eagles, Adam Cavalier, and this is the Eagle Sports Network.